We're going to be doing rounding and significant figures. So rounding significant figures is something that you have probably come across before. But knowing the difference between them is really important. And many examples in both in maths and in science, you might be asked to put something to round something to so many decimal places or round something to significant figures. And be able to tell the difference is important. So first we're going to do decimal places. This is something you will have done many times in primary school maths. So say we've got 14.2573 and we want to round it to 3 dp. You'll see dp is used to stand for decimal places. So we look after the decimal point to the third decimal place. So that's 1. I'll use a different colour for that. So let's get a different colour. So this is your first decimal place, second, and the third decimal place. So we're going to cut off here, and we know that for if it's under 5 you would round down, if it was 5 or over you would round up, so that's 3, so it stays 7. So that's just, and then write open brackets 3 dp so that people know that your answer is up to 3 decimal places. So say we had 0.00258. Now again we're doing 3 decimal places, so that's first, second, third. Cut off here. Oh, change the colour back. The answer is 0.003 this time because it's a 5, rounds 2 up to 3. So that's 3 decimal places. And we'll do one more, 0.14962. So again, let's look. First decimal place, second decimal place, third decimal place. So we're cutting it off here. The 6, that's a 9, so that's going to move up to the hundredths column, so it's going to be 0.150. Now because we're doing 3 decimal places, we include the 0. If it was significant figures, that would be something different, and that's what we're going to look at next. So just clear the screen. So now we're going to do significant figures. Now, say we had a number 24,000 and we had 305,000. Now here we're looking at your hundred, your units, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens, thousands column. Now we're going to do to 2 significant figures. So when we're doing significant figures, the best way to look at it is at the number from the left hand direction. So the furthest left is number 2. So we've got 1, 2. This is the two significant figures is I'll write them in a different number, the 2 and the 4. Those are the significant figures. Now in this one, the significant figures here, in this one, we've got the first one, the first 0 here, it comes in here. So in this one, if we're going to do 3 significant figures for this one. So this is 3, 0, 5, and then we'll put 0, 0, 0. Now this is for 3, I'm going to put SF. 3 significant figures. Now the reason the 0 is a significant figure here is because it comes between the thousands column and the 100,000 column. Although it's empty, it's holding a place value. It's telling us that there's 0 10,000s, so it's included in the significant figures. Now the first significant figure in this one is the 2. And the second significant figure is the 7. So we would have 0.00027. So that is 2 significant figures. Now, you can see in this example why this is different from decimal places. So this is two significant figures. The zeros here are not significant figures. But if I was to say 2 decimal places, you would have 0. If this was to 2 decimal places, it would be 0.00, because the thousandths column is empty as well. So that's 2 decimal places, but this is 2 significant figures. So you can see what this example here clearly shows us the difference between the two. So now if we do 0.014, point is rubbish, can't see it, 0.3. So here, 1, 4, and 3 are significant figures. The 0 between them is also, but the other 0, this is also a significant figure because it comes between the hundreds, tenths, hundreds, thousands, the 10,000ths, the thousands, and the thousandths column. Therefore, this is a significant figure. These two zeros are not. So, if we're going to write with the significant figures, 0.0, oops, 1, so that would be to 2 significant figures. This would be 3 significant figures, and this would be 4 significant figures. Okay, so we'll do another couple of examples. So let's look at, oops, let's change the colour of the pen back to the blue. Is my pen not working? Oh. That's why, because I didn't have a page on. So say we had 156,230 and we want it to two significant figures. So we look furthest left and we've got 1, 2. So that's going to be, and now we look at this number here as a 6, so we're going to round up. So it's going to be 160,000. That's to two significant figures. Now we're going to do 0.0896, and this is going to be two significant figures. So the 0 is not a significant figure, this 0 is not a significant figure, the 8 is and the 9 is. So this is where it cuts off. The 6 is going to round this up, so you're going to end up with 0.090. So that's two significant figures. I mean, again, because we've rounded this is a significant figure because we've rounded it up and it's now a 0, we still keep it included because we're doing it to two significant figures. 10.09, and we want this to three significant figures. So the 1's significant, so write it down here, 09. The 1's a significant figure, the 0 is also a significant figure, and so is the 1, the 0, sorry. So we cut it off here, the 9's going to round that up, so it's going to be 10.1. Three significant figures. And the reason this 0 is a significant figure and this one wasn't is because there is the place values above the 10th column have something in them. Although the units doesn't, the tens does. There's 110. So that therefore makes these two zeros significant figures. If it was 0.09, that would be a number with just one significant figure. It's the 110 that gives these other two zeros, makes them into significant figures. So I hope that's clear. You will often get in exams questions that may not be to do with rounding or significant figures, but you may get us do a calculation and it stipulates that they want to either round it to so many decimal places or to so many significant figures. So this is something, it's an easy place to pick up marks if you get it right. And that's the lesson for just now.